For anyone who is new here and for anyone who is questioning why I restarted this YouTube channel, let me explain. I started this new YouTube channel 𝗝𝘃𝘂 back on October 4th, 2022 as a result of YouTube terminating my previous channel for the second time on September 19, 2022. I uploaded a two-part video series where I go over what happened to my previous channel and the content I made on it. The second part of that series was doing perfectly fine. In fact, the video was up for 2 whole months with no problems. Prior to this, I spent a whole month editing part 2 and putting it together. The video ended up being 35 minutes long. 2 months later, after uploading part 2 of this series, I had been thinking of perhaps remaking the video to make it shorter. However, I knew that YouTube had an option where you could trim the video down. That way I wouldn't have to re-edit and then re-upload the video. So that's what I did. After trimming 2 minutes of the 35-minute video, it didn't take long for YouTube to give me a community guideline strike for medical misinformation. I felt really upset about this and I tried contacting YouTube support and even tried appealing the strike, but none of it worked. I moved on knowing that eventually as I grow the channel that I'll be able to contact YouTube through email and through live chat. However, not too soon I received another community guideline strike for quote-unquote hate speech for uploading a YouTube short that had some footage of World War II. I was really upset again knowing that if I continued with that channel with 2 guideline strikes, that later in the future YouTube would terminate my channel again. So I didn't want to embark with that same ordeal, so I deleted that channel after having it for 7 months, and here we are today. I created this channel again on May 1st, 2023 as a new start. All I hope by uploading this 2-part series is to show any new subscriber that I am not someone who just came out of the woodwork or is new to YouTube, but rather to show them that I've been around since 2017. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. God bless you all and your families. I honestly don't really know what's going on with the truth community. Just follow who you want to follow, who you can trust. But most importantly, follow Jesus Christ and read the Gospels, because really that's the only thing you really need. And do your own research. In part 1, I went over the early days of my channel and left off at the beginning of the year 2018. By the start of 2018, I was continuing to upload videos about weather modification and other truth topics. At some point in my youth, I began to grow my faith in Christianity and became a follower of Jesus Christ. With the amount of information I was gaining from people like 𝗝𝘃𝗿𝘆 and Richie from Boston, it made sense for me that Jesus Christ was the only real truth. And as someone who was raised as a Catholic, well, it was easier for me to accept that case. Around this same period, I had come across a new YouTube channel that was just beginning to blow up called 𝗃⁵𝗃 I remember finding his channel from a video titled "Watch Quickly Before It Gets Deleted." The video had about 1 million views when I first found it, and I eventually saw it reach 10 million views in just a few months. The video was of course about a topic I had already been invested in, chemtrails and how our government is modifying our weather. Surprised I was to see his videos do really well. I had decided that I was going to start making similar videos like him. And on February 21st, 2018, I made my first so-called 𝗃⁵𝗃 video. I continued making a few more videos like this about other topics, and after some time of seeing how more people were tuned in to watch those videos, I soon made all of my future videos like them. During this transition, I began to do more research of my own as I had to learn more about these subjects in order to make my videos. By my surprise, I had gone deep into a rabbit hole that only a few have dared to dive into, and that's on the subject of what many have called the Illuminati conspiracy. Although I had heard about the Illuminati prior to my research, I didn't actually know much about it or its history in major world events. As I did my research, I found many other truthers who used to speak about this conspiracy from the late 90s and early 2000s, such as Ted Gunderson, William Bill Cooper, David Icke, Jordan Maxwell, and many others. These researchers also led me to authors of books such as Pawns in the Game by Canadian naval officer William Guy and documents like the Report from Iron Mountain by Leonard C. Lewin. The main premise of this conspiracy was that since the days of the Tower of Babel from ancient Babylon, there has been a secret elite involved in many secret societies over the centuries to establish a totalitarian international one-world government and a one-world religion with Satan or Lucifer as the head of this new world order. a new world order and where Christianity is erased and where freedom and patriotism no longer exists. I have always thought that this was just merely a United States problem, but I quickly realized it was a problem that the entire Western world had succumbed to. At the same time, I had become more interested in less serious subjects concerning UFOs, aliens, Antarctica, and what have you. I made videos on these topics merely to gain a larger audience and to provide my insight on UFOs. Now, not to brag or anything, but sometime in April of 2018, a subscriber of mine had shared one of my videos to Richie from Boston. I had never thought of ever getting a shout out from another YouTuber, let alone from another truther. But after seeing this for the first time, it certainly motivated me to some degree to continue uploading videos.
At any rate, okay, so let's check this out. This is a tiny little YouTube channel with 317 subscribers. It's called Scarack Truther. I don't know these people, but they sent me a link this morning, and I love the fact that they're making videos covering the most important topic on YouTube, the most important topic in the world.
I want to quickly touch on the term conspiracy theory, as many people watching this video are probably already saying that I am a quote conspiracy theorist. I want to start off by saying that when I first got into these topics, I didn't know what a conspiracy theory was or what it meant. Around late 2017, a friend of mine from middle school mentioned the term conspiracy theory to me in an argument I had with him about chemtrails. I looked up the term online and I immediately could tell that the term was used by the mass media to make truthers look like crazy people. As a result of me learning this, my 5-year friendship with this friend pretty much began to fade. By late 2018, I had found out about an ex-CIA officer named 𝗝𝗿𝘆, and he openly said that the term was created by the CIA to discredit anybody who questions the government and its wrongdoings. Lance DeHaven Smith, the author of the book Conspiracy Theory in America, confirms this to be a fact.
It happened after the Warren Commission report was criticized for the lone gunman theory, and people were saying that they didn't believe that. And the CIA started a propaganda campaign, a global propaganda campaign, to label these people conspiracy theorists and to ridicule them and say that they were just doing it to make money, or they were in love with their own theories, or they were under the control of communist propagandists.
Fast forward to March 18, 2019. After some time of my channel being monetized, I had gained more than 20,000 subscribers, and my videos were gaining thousands of views, with some receiving past 100K to 1 million views. I will never forget how happy I was to finally see my channel get the recognition it needed. On the 23rd of July 2019, my channel was unfortunately demonetized for quote reuse content. I believe the reason this had happened was because my videos mainly consisted of text and music. If my videos have had some voiceovers in them, I believe this could have easily been avoided. As a result of the demonetization, the amount of views my videos were gaining dropped from 100K to 10K views in less than 2 months. I was also gaining far fewer subscribers a day. This negatively impacted my documentary, Fallen Angels Play This Harp, because after finally releasing the film, it received only less than 4,000 views in the span of just a few weeks. This was quite disappointing to say the least, as I had spent 7 months working on the full series. I believe shadow banning also played a major part in the decline of my channel, because at the beginning of 2019, YouTube had made a few changes to their algorithm to make it harder for quote-unquote conspiracy theory videos to reach newer people. On January 1st, 2020, I uploaded a very prophetic video suggesting that this was going to be the year where free speech would no longer exist. And oh boy, was I right. On March 11, 2020, the World Health Organization, along with many other globalist organizations, announced the declaration of a pandemic for something I can't even name on YouTube. Many truthers, including myself, quickly realized that this was a complete sham and a lie. I immediately started making a lot of videos exposing the true agenda behind this thing, and warning people to not take the injection that the globalist elite were going to offer to the world. Consequently, many of the videos I made were getting deleted for quote medical misinformation. Eventually, my videos were receiving community guideline strikes. On October 11, 2020, I uploaded a video that would ultimately result in the suspension of my YouTube channel. It is a video that I could have avoided uploading, but decided to do so anyways for the sake of fighting for the truth. After 1 year of making consistent appeals, I made the decision to reach out to the YouTube team on Twitter. By my surprise, after waiting for one day, YouTube had reinstated my channel on October 5th, 2021. To understand this next part of my story, I would have to spend another 10 minutes to explain everything. So to shortly summarize what happened next, after finishing my documentary Fallen Angels Play This Harp, I began to work on a new series behind the scenes called 𝗝ᵉ. I will make a separate video explaining what the series is about. Nevertheless, I worked on the series all throughout 2021, and by April 1st, 2022, I was ready to start uploading each episode. Upon the process of uploading the series, I received 3 community guideline strikes for quote-unquote hate speech, all of which were because I was trying to shed some light on the other story of Adolf Hitler that many aren't familiar with. Of course, my videos didn't have enough context, so therefore YouTube condemned them as quote hate speech. Finally, on September 19, 2022, I uploaded a YouTube short that had a short clip of one of Adolf Hitler's speeches, and me thinking that the video would stay up in less than 8 hours, rather than a notification saying that the video was deleted, I was notified that my channel had unfortunately been terminated. This fully concludes my awakening story, and it is an era that will greatly be remembered. I don't necessarily have much more to say about what happened to my previous channel. What I will say is that I am really grateful for the very few loyal subscribers I've had who've stayed with me after everything that's happened, and who are still with me even after the long breaks I've taken from YouTube. There are a lot of great videos that I have planned for the future, and through Jesus' name, I hope that I don't get suspended again.